Hey guys, how are you? Chris Mortimer, the Yacht Hunter, and today we're running through the yacht purchasing process, which there's two things that really stick out to first-time buyers as being particularly weird. The first being is that most boats will never leave the dock until you actually put an offer in on them. So if you're thinking about the transaction like buying a car, you're like, I would never buy a car without test driving it first. This is a little backwards in theory, but this is what makes it more relatable to the residential home purchasing process. So that's the way I tell most first-time yacht buyers to look at buying a yacht for the first time around. But the process as a whole is typically divided into three components. The first being the pre-purchase process. This is when you've experienced some sort of business success to some degree and you start browsing online. Maybe you get a magazine subscription, you're checking out the listings on Yacht World, hopefully you go to a boat show, and hopefully you charter a yacht to make sure that it's an experience that you validate that you want to get into ownership. Once you've really nailed down what you're looking for, hopefully you're going to hire a broker, which is going to initiate. Step two is calculating your offer. They're going to provide you a lot of guidance and access to the numbers, which might substantiate your offer, but they're going to help you arrange for the financing, and they're essentially going to submit an OPA, or an offer of purchase agreement, once you determined which yacht you're going to buy at what offer you're comfortable with. After the offer is accepted, probably after some negotiation back and forth, typically over a period of 48 to 72 hours, you're going to be required to put down a 10% deposit on your vessel, which is going to allow access to a sea trial and a survey. Sea trial really is a test drive, the first time that the boat will move after your offer is accepted. The second is the survey. Just like when buying a home, there's a home inspection conducted by a marine surveyor. Depending on the size of the yacht, there might be an engine surveyor and there's a hull surveyor. They're going to test the structure, make sure it's sound. They're going to make sure there's no underlying mechanical issues. And it's very important to realize that no survey ever comes back clean. There's going to be findings, and hopefully there's going to be a lot of findings. So one, you know exactly the condition and shape of the vessel that you're buying, and two, you're going to use this as leverage in your renegotiation to come to a final purchase price, which is either going to be in the form of a credit, or the seller is going to be required to perform some sort of work under a conditional vessel acceptance agreement. So after that's done, that gives way to step three, which is the post offer, which you've already started without realizing it. This is when you determine what the insurance cost of coverage is going to be on the vessel. This is when you determine who's going to be the captain or crewing your boat. Where is it going to be registered? Where is it going to be docked? And this all takes place over about the week and a half, 2-week period from the time the initial offer is put into place. So the purchasing process can be a little bit complex, can be a little bit overwhelming at times, but I hope this video at least makes it a little bit clearer and simplifies it to you, especially if it's your first time buying a yacht of any size. So if you learned something new, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Feel free to comment or ask any questions in the video below as well. And be sure to head over to my website, www.theyachthunter.com, for additional yacht purchasing resources. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, happy yachting, my friends.